now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
On play action, it's Brady. He's able to find Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They go play action here on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, Parker, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Well, normally the first thing most fans think of with Odell Beckham are the one-handed catches, right? But he's also pretty darn good, Charles, with the ball already in his hands.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This take it in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. On the screen, this is Edmonds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosing. As a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things...
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And that'll set him back 5. To throw, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And Brady will sneak it. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now it's Brady.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Brady going to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
One more time with Gibson.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
As the first half is winding down.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
The pass complete to Curtis Samuel. A 3-yard pickup.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4th down, Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On play action, now Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From just shy of midfield, Brady flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chase Young able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady now on 1st down. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw, it's Brady. Being chased out left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans from 6 yards away. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Here's Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. On 2nd and inches, Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw here. He gets it to Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll set up a throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
back again up in this